many a time there is always confusion that people generally consider IQ as EQ or EI. So emotional intelligence and intelligence IQ both are different. Be careful about this fact. Emotional intelligence and IQ, intelligence quotient, both are different. Okay, so take care about this. These two are different things. So what is actually emotional intelligence? When you are going to perform any task, you are going to take any action, so you have few abilities to identify or to manage the emotions of oneself, and as well at the same time, when you are going to manage your own emotions, you have to manage others emotions also. Suppose you are at home, you are with your couple, with your friend, girlfriend, or a colleague, workplace, everywhere we have different types of emotions. So how you deal with your own emotion, how do you deal with the emotions of other, this capacity, this ability is non-emotional intelligence or emotional quotient also. So what is the fine difference between EI and EQ? Very fine difference. Emotional intelligence is the ability to manage the emotions. I repeat, emotional intelligence is the ability to manage the emotion, and emotional quotient is how much you can measure, or it is the measurement of emotional intelligence. Now, so what is emotional intelligence? Listen, if you are willing to understand the emotional intelligence, you have to focus on 4 points. How do you relate better to other people? How do you make a good contact, good relation? How do you make good environment with other peoples? That capacity of understanding is your emotional intelligence. Suppose you are with your spouse, your friend, or somewhere at the new place. How can you form healthier and positive relations? Healthier and positive relation. This capacity of forming healthier and positive relation, that is actually all about your emotional intelligence, because when you are going to make relationship with someone, you are well played there. You are playing there with the emotions only. Okay, suppose you are at workplace, and at workplace you are not able to manage your emotions. What happened? Suppose someone is taunting, someone is doing backbiting, suppose someone is talking about you in positive or negative way. How you will get affected yourself, and how do you manage that situation? That is non-emotional intelligence. Okay, so emotional intelligence is having very important role in the life. If one is having weaker emotional intelligence, the one will always have issues in all fields of the life. They have to face stress, anxiety, depression, and many other problems, relationship issues, friendship issues, office problems. They will face all kind of these problems everywhere. So how will you define this? Emotional intelligence, the ability to express, ability to control our own emotions. Okay, so when you are well able to control your emotions, then you are said that you are having high emotional intelligence. But if very fine, ignorable things you take to heart and make this wide issue, that kind of people are known that they are having very low emotional intelligence. So this is very important aspect of the life. If you are not able to manage the emotions of other, so you may have emotional blackmailing or emotional poisoning. People can use your emotions for their own benefit. Okay, so one should have good emotional intelligence so that the person can manage his or her own emotional intelligence or issues as well as others' emotions. Sometimes it happens just by looking at the face, you can identify that someone is not happy today, someone is having some issues, someone is having anger, someone is having aggressive behavior. So what is the reason behind this aggressiveness? That is all identified using emotional intelligence. Okay, so according to psychologists, So this emotional intelligence is the basic characteristic quality. Few psychologists say that emotional intelligence can be learned and strengthened and you can make change. And few psychologists claim that it is an inborn characteristics, but you cannot improve or change your emotional intelligence. Now, suppose we are considering first fact that emotional intelligence can be strengthened. Then it is very good for you. You can strengthen your emotional intelligence. Suppose you have some client and the client is having family issues, workplace issues, anger problems, stress and anxiety problem, hyper issues problem, okay, aggressive behavior. In that case, you can work on emotional intelligence. Once you are able to manage the emotional intelligence, obviously problem, relationship related issues, family issues, workplace issues, stress, anxiety, depression, all will disappear suddenly. So I believe that in place of working on stress, anxiety, depression, better to work first on emotional intelligence so that you can come to know what is the actual level of emotional intelligence. If you are able to make change in the emotional intelligence, only you can proceed for further treatment. If you believe that emotional intelligence is an inborn quality and it cannot be changed. So remember my one point. If emotional intelligence is inborn quality, even then, with the help of analysis of emotional intelligence, you can find out in which field of the life the person is having more issues with emotional intelligence, due to which the person is having many issues, like you can say stress, anxiety, and many other issues, family issues, aggressive behavior, anger. When you are communicating with anyone, you are emphasize anyone, you have challenges in your life, you have many conflicts with you. If you have good level of emotional intelligence, you are well able to manage all these situations. But those people who have very weak emotional intelligence, they are not able to communicate, they are not able to take the challenges, and even they are not able to overcome their conflicts. So they will always have issues in regard with their life. Same time, when you have good level of emotional intelligence, what can happen? You will behave properly. You will interact genuinely with other people. So simply, if you are not going to behave genuinely, you will get always argument everywhere. Once you will get this habit of getting argument everywhere, soon you will be caught by the stress. Stress will convert into anxiety. Later, aggression will reflect in your behavior, and finally, you will get depressed. So one should work on this. If we are talking about emotional intelligence, so actually there are four very important components of emotional intelligence. So using emotional intelligence scale, you can divide the life of a person into four categories. Which one? Four categories. Self-awareness, meaning how can a person manage himself or herself? Okay, self-management, how the person is able to manage himself or herself or emotions, and how much the person is aware about himself or herself. Second thing is the social awareness. If a person is having negative or low emotional intelligence, that person will suffer with the issues about the society and social issues. The person will not be able to understand the social issues, and he will be having negative comments, unnecessarily things, taunting, and finally he will be trapped again. Relationship management is extremely important part. Okay, so if you are having, if suppose in a couple, either husband or wife, girl or boy, anyone is having low level of emotional intelligence, I make you sure there will be breakup or other issues. Reason is that the one who is able to able to manage the relation will fed up one day, and the one who is having low level of emotional intelligence will not be able to manage the issues. So all these four factors are extremely important. Now, so what is this self-awareness? What does it mean by self-awareness? You should know what are your strong points, what is your strength. You should know what are your weak points, what is your weakness. which factor will motivate you, which factor will demotivate you. Okay, if a negative or positive or a sudden situation comes in front of you, how will you manage that situation? If any positive or negative issue come in front of you, so simple question is that how will you manage that particular situation? This depends on your emotional intelligence. Simply, if your level of emotional intelligence is not good, if your emotional intelligence is not good, so take it seriously that you are not going to manage. You are not going to manage your issues. So be careful about this fact. One more thing, actually, emotions are more related to heart, and we have to use our brain so that we can manage our emotions. Okay, so self-awareness is at the heart of EI model. What is this EI model? Four issues. Okay, so how do you influence other people? How do you influence yourself? How do you use your ability? How do you develop your ability and competency with other people's? Okay, time to time, many times we have to make changes. So when time to time we are going to face many changes, in that case, what is very important? How much you are able to adjust according to the given situation. If emotionally you are weak and your emotional intelligence is very low, you will not be able to manage the situation. Once you are not able to manage the situation, simply you will get argument in the situation, you will be trapped again in the situation. So actually, in short, you can say self-awareness is understanding of mood. It may be your own mood, your colleague's mood, or any other people. Okay. So if you are not able to understand the mood of anyone, obviously you will do something wrong there according to the situation. And then what will happen? There will be always argument. Those people having low level of emotional intelligence, not able to work thoroughly or properly with their colleague in the office and everywhere. So they always have to face many issues everywhere. This is very important factor in their life. Now, so emotional intelligence is the ability to hear. If you have good emotional intelligence, you will be good listener. You will understand others' thought process. You can understand and analyze the feelings and why the person is more attached with you, talking to you, and everything. You can read between the line. You understand the meaning of reading between the line? Meaning you can understand unspoken issues. Okay, just by reading the face. So it is very important. Everyone in the life is facing stress, and those who are not able to tolerate that stress continuously convert into general anxiety disorder, later many specific disorders and many other issues. So what is very important? If you are not able to manage your emotional management, obviously everywhere in the life you have to face conflict. Once you are having conflicts, obviously you will be always under the stress. So it is very important. Now question is that we were talking about self-management after self-awareness. So how self-management is different from self-awareness? Self-awareness is that, okay, this is my weakness. What is self-management? How will you control your weakness? Got my point? When you say self-awareness, self-awareness means you have few weakness, negative points. How do you manage those negative points? This is known as self-management. If you have few strength, few good points in your life, then how do you use your positive points for your life? That is known as self-management. And emotional control. To control impulsive behavior, to control impulsive feelings. That is the known as self-management. Yani ki think before act. This quality is known as emotional intelligence. Now, third part is relationship management. This is actually related with the social skill. So what is this relationship management or social skill? It is the ability to manage emotions, and understanding of other people who are in connection with you. What is the relationship management? How do you deal with other people? How do you deal with your spouse, your colleague? How do you deal at office? This quality is known emotional management in a relationship or social skill. So you can check it. Many people are not able to tolerate minor issues and they don't know how to manage that, and they becomes aggressive. Once they become aggressive, obviously the situation will become worse. And once you made this argument, what will happen now? The cycle of stress will start. Again, it will lead to anxiety and depression. So how do you build trust with others? How do you build rapport? That is very important. That is extremely important in relationship management. Now, next part. So this emotional intelligence is important. If it is important, then why is this so important? What I said, if someone is having stress, anxiety, depression, family issues, relationship issues, all are related with emotional intelligence. So listen, your performance at workplace, at home, at office, in the party, in the society depends on your self-control, understanding of others' emotions. So with the help of good emotional intelligence, you will navigate social complexities at workplace. And when you are able to face the social complexities in positive way, you will lead that situation. You can motivate others. Itself, you can set yourself example. And opposite way, start thinking. If you are having very low level of emotional intelligence, what can happen with you? If you are having very low emotional intelligence, the thing will go wrong. Everything will become just opposite to you. Okay, nowadays in multinational companies it is happening. They are going to check your emotional intelligence and emotional quotient so that they can decide, okay, the person is from IIT, from King George Medical College, whether he is having good temperament or not. This quality is non-emotional intelligence. So you can imagine now how important it is going, that every company is now checking this fact. You know, high standard schools, I will not disclose the name, they used to take this test. They want to know about the level of emotional intelligence. What about your physical health? If you are unable to manage your stress level, so obviously stress is the first point of heart attack, liver failure, indigestion issues, kidney failure, depression, many other issues, all are related with stress. So if you are not able to manage your stress, what will happen? You can check. If stress is not controlled, it will raise blood pressure, suppress the immune system, heart attack, stroke, fits, infertility, lack of interest in sex, speed up the aging process. Okay, and skin damage, hair fall, many issues will happen, and all are related with stress, and stress is related with emotional intelligence. Now you can guess. So it is extremely important to deal with stress. What about your mental health? Simply, if you are not able to manage the relations at workplace, so obviously you will get unnecessary stress and continuously you will get thinking. It will cause overthinking, anxiety, depression, OCDs, mood swing disorders. You may get problems of hallucination because of continuous stress. You may have schizophrenia because of continuous stress and anxiety. So many issues will be there because you will be isolated from the system and you will become alone there. What will happen with your relationships? If you are able to understand emotions of your partner, you are able to express yourself, you are able to manage the situation, only then you can have a good relationship. But if you are not having such a level of emotional intelligence, everything will bust up. Okay, so everything will end there. How can you raise emotional intelligence? Is this possible to raise emotional intelligence? Answer is yes. Okay, many conflicts and contradictions are there. Many psychologists say that it is not possible to manage this. No, I believe it is manageable. Once you are able to identify the field of life where you are having low level of emotional intelligence, then what can you do? You can work on that part of the person in your day-to-day counseling. If you are providing therapy, if you are providing counseling to someone, so what you have to do in that case, you have to work on the emotional intelligence. If you are able to work on emotional intelligence, only then you can help that person. So think again twice. If you are able to find out in which field of the life you are having issues, okay, only then you can work. And if you are able to work there, only then you can improve emotional intelligence. So it is important that one should work on emotional intelligence. What is important? Willpower of your client. If your client is not ready to work, you can't help your client. To improve emotional intelligence or your decision making skills, you need to understand and manage the emotions. So once you are able to check the level of emotional intelligence, then you can plan different types of therapies for your client. Okay, now next, if you have good quality of controlling and managing skills, then you can manage overwhelming stress. If you are able to manage overwhelming stress, only then you can have happy life without stress. Now, how to raise emotional intelligence again? So what can you do? Emotional intelligence is built by reducing stress. You have to become more focused. You have to stay connected with other people as well as yourself. If you are able to connect with other people as well as yourself, only then you can improve your emotional intelligence. Okay, so there are 5 important skills, and you can use these 5 important skills. Your dilemma situation is there. Yes, if someone is having low emotional intelligence, always there will be dilemma. You are right. So first 2 skills are essential for controlling and managing overwhelming stress, and 3 skills are required for improvement of communication. So these are 5 steps. You should work on these 5 steps to improve emotional intelligence. So if someone is not able to listen me, log out and log in back. So what are these 5 important points on which you should work in counseling or therapy? Check. Number 1, the ability to quickly reduce stress in the moment in a variety of settings. Suddenly something comes in front of you, you have burst out. You feel stress and anger, so you have to work on the stress management. You have to recognize your emotions, and you have to help your client to identify those emotions on which you have to work. Only then you can help your client. Third point where you should work with your client, you have to train your client to connect emotionally with other peoples by using non-verbal communication. Because when we are stressed, when we are having negative mood, then generally we will talk there, then there will be something wrong. Fourth, the ability to use humor. Sometimes it happens that someone is taunting you, so just by using humor, what can you do? You can avoid the situation of argument and stay connected with the challenge. Okay, so this is very important. An ability to resolve conflict positively with other people. If you have any conflict with someone, so you should have this ability to communicate with that people. So that is very, very important. Now, so if you want to make a permanent change in your emotional intelligence level, what you need to do? Try to identify problems of that client. And after identification of problem, divide problems into 5 segments, which I have discussed in the last slide, and work on that. Okay? And proper training and counseling will be required. You know, if you are having good humor, laugh or play, it is a natural antidote. It just remove all the difficulties of the life. Okay, in that case, you can understand humor is too important, happiness is too important, physical work is too important. So if someone is having issues with emotional intelligence, motivate them to participate with good humor, good laugh, and physical activities. Okay, so what will happen? These all three activities will reduce stress, elevate good mood level, and bring the nervous system back to the balance. Now, very important part. What is the basic difference between IQ and EQ? Intelligence quotient and emotional intelligence quotient. What is the basic difference? What is this IQ? Actually, IQ is a intelligence quotient, and intelligence quotient is related about your capacity or performance of a work during a work. Okay, it is a literal meaning. Yeah, it is, yeah, correct definition, global aggregate knowledge. Actually, IQ is not related with emotional intelligence. IQ is related with your knowledge and use of knowledge. And how do you get knowledge? How do you get knowledge? How easily you get knowledge? And how do you use knowledge for your future in analytical way? This system is intelligence. So intelligence is not inborn properly, inborn as well as learned. Okay, many students are bright by birth, but it can be learned. So there are many critics. What are the critics? That intelligence has no guarantee that anyone will get success in the life. The reason is that if you have good intelligence quotient, IQ, and you have low emotional quotient, meaning your knowledge is high, emotionally you are not able to manage the situation. So how can you apply your knowledge in a positive way? This is a very simple thing. If you have good knowledge, but you are not able to apply your knowledge, you are not able to manage your emotions actually, how can you get success in the life? Although IQ is very important, because if someone is having good IQ, it means the person is well able to manage official work and work in the life. Okay, so IQ is related with academic achievement, and EQ, it is related with life achievement. Got the difference? When you talk about academic, this is actually related with IQ. When you talk about mental health, this is related with EQ, emotional quotient. This is the basic difference. So sometimes you might not have good knowledge, but you might have good mind. Then you can live life more happily. So it is a number just derived with the intelligence test. Okay. So check here, there are few levels. So you know, Einstein's IQ was 160 plus. How many of you know this? So using this IQ level, what we decide, like someone is having IQ 40 to 54. We say severely challenged person. Okay. So very less ratio is there, very less people are there. These are very less in the number. So this is very important. Okay, so IQ is also very important here. Just to check academically challenged people. 55 to 69, okay, challenged people. 70 to 84, they are below average level. 85 to 114, they have average level. And you know, if you will take 1000 tests, average 680 people will have this average level of intelligence. If your IQ is 115 to 129, it is said above average. And 130 to 144, gifted child. When we say you have a gifted child, very brilliant. And 145 to 159, genius. Very less, hardly 1% or less than 1% people have this intelligence level. And when you have 160 to 175, extraordinary. These are very less. Hardly 0.1% people have this level of IQ. And what is EQ? IQ academic. And what is EQ? EQ is a measure of person's emotional intelligence. How much level of emotional intelligence you have, that is EQ. How much understanding, how much capacity you have to learn something, that is IQ. How much capacity you have to learn something, IQ. And how much emotional intelligence you have, that is EQ. Dinah, today we are going to perform practical, don't worry. So these are basic differences between EQ and IQ. So IQ helps you to get in the door. EQ helps you to get success at job. With the help of IQ, you are able to get a job. But with the help of EQ, you are able to survive with a job. Got it now? Your IQ will help to get something, and your EQ will help you to enjoy that thing. You may get a job because you have good knowledge, but you are not good because of your behavior, meaning your EQ is not positive there. So IQ will give you job, EQ will give you success. This is the difference here. Now, IQ will try to convince someone by facts, and EQ will try to convince someone by reasoning, emotions. Okay, IQ being at the mercy of emotions because you don't understand them. And EQ, understanding and managing emotions, both are there. So you might have good IQ, but you might not have good emotional quotient. So IQ is a book smart person, knowledgeable person, logical person. EQ, heart smart person. So IQ related with the brain, EQ is related with the heart. IQ gets you through school and EQ get you throughout life. Even at the age of 90, you have to learn so many things. So EQ is a continuous process of the life. IQ is not a continuous process. You can make it continuous, but not necessary. So emotional intelligence is having very important role in your life so that you can understand feeling, you can get success in your life. So success is related with your emotional intelligence or EQ. Okay? Now, research carried out by Carnegie Institute of Technology proved that 85% of financial success is due to human engineering. What is this human engineering? Personality and ability to communicate, to negotiate, to lead. Yeah, a good psychologist always will have good EQ. Am I? Yes. If your EQ, emotional quotient is good, only then you can be good counselor or psychologist, so that you can manage the situation actually. Knowledge, just by having knowledge, you are not able to manage the situation. You are right, Midun. So remember, it is very, very important part that if you know human engineering, only then you can get success. You can get achievement in the life. Only 15%, meaning success is 85% emotional intelligence, 15% IQ. Now, how many of you believe in this fact? Yeah, you are right, Aarti. You know those people who use emotions for wrong. So what we have to do, we have to understand how to manage the emotions. That is non-emotional poisoning when someone misuses emotions. So how many of you believe success is 85% emotion and 15% knowledge and IQ? Till today, many of you might be thinking success is IQ, but actually success is not IQ. Without IQ, you can get success in the life. But if you have good IQ, good EQ, you will be really successful. What do you think about Mr. Modi? He used to take things intelligently. IQ is high. He tried to connect with the people. EQ is high. So if you are a good leader, you should have good IQ, good EQ. Now you should understand the importance of EI. EI is extremely important. So if you are willing to communicate someone, yes, Diana, yes, it is really. So if you want to communicate with someone, yes, emotionally he is connected. He might not have knowledge, but emotionally he is connected. You are right. Knowledge can be achieved by books, but emotional intelligence is your own property. So IQ alone is not enough. EQ also matter. And 85% problems of the life are because of EQ. 85% issues of life are because of EQ. Now, so people having average IQ may work better if they have good EQ. And the people have low EQ but high IQ may face frustration everywhere. So psychologists generally agree that among the ingredients for success in the life, IQ is roughly 10% and maximum 25%. Rest is your EQ. So how many of you think your EQ is at good level? Please answer in chat box. How many of you believe you have good EQ? Be honest. Today we are going to check EQ of everyone. Okay. So, okay. I'm getting many answers here. So don't worry. Today we are going to perform that test. Yes. Now, next slide. So emotional intelligence is extremely important for all of you. So now, how many of you believe, after this PowerPoint presentation, how many of you believe that for a psychologist, counselor, psychiatrist, it is really very important to understand the EQ of client? How many of you believe in this fact? And simply, if you don't know how to check the EQ of your client, how can you do counseling? So I will suggest, whenever you have any client, first check EQ. First check emotional level, only then proceed. I used to do this with all my clients. My first step is checking IQ and then checking EQ, both things. But generally, IQ can be neglected, but EQ is extremely important. For my all client, it is very important. Yes, because of lack of yes. Yes, you are right. And you know, many times we can have wrong interpretation of IQ. Yeah, emotions, neurochemicals. You are right, Jaya. So for all of you now, it is very important to check emotional quotient. Obviously, I will provide you many things here. We are starting study of emotional intelligence inventory. Please tell me whether this screen is visible or not. Okay, it is visible. So this is the inventory, and you know very well, inventory cannot be given directly. So, you know, in the inventory, many other pages are also there. How to create this inventory, how this inventory got certificate, etc., etc. So all possible required material you will get here. Okay, so no need to waste money in purchasing this inventory. So please be well focused here. It is not possible to revise many things again and again because time limit is also there. So emotional intelligence inventory is applicable for 16 plus years. Got my point? The age should be 16 plus years. The reason is very simple. I also conducted a research last year. Emotional maturity, and it is an observed fact, best level or highest possible permanent level. Yeah, I will provide you this. Don't worry, Dinah. Now, so remember 16 plus up to 100 age, it is applicable. 16 plus age, it is applicable. Very important. 16 plus age, it is applicable. Mr. Shivang, please allow entry to Vijaya. She was a little late. Now, so you know this inventory is having 4 divisions. What are these 4 divisions? Intrapersonal awareness, knowing about one's own emotion. Intrapersonal, yeah, we will create new WhatsApp group for EI and we will circulate here only so that you can get material. So intrapersonal awareness, what is this intrapersonal awareness? Knowing about one's own emotion. Interpersonal awareness, knowing about others' emotion. Intrapersonal management, management of your own emotions. Interpersonal management, management of others' emotions. So first you have to understand your own emotions, others' emotions. Then you have to manage your emotions and others' emotions. Only then you can have a high level of emotional intelligence. Please check now. So in this inventory, total 100 questions or items are there. 25 items about intrapersonal awareness, 25 interpersonal awareness, 25 intrapersonal management, and interpersonal management. Answers should be either yes or no. Okay? If some, many times there may be different answers also. In the start, there were total 180 items. Okay? Later, after discussion with other psychiatrists and proper research, what happened? 30 items were eliminated, 150 were left, and in this way, finally, total 100 items were selected. How will you analyze the items? So, okay, analysis you need not to understand. This is important for all of you. Analysis, etc. is for those who want to make their own inventory, not for you. So actually 48 items have positive impact and 52 items have negative impact. Very important. 48 items have positive impact and 52 items have negative impact. This is very important. Okay, so try to understand these 48 and 52 points. Check it. So, okay, remember, you will never disclose these things to your client. This is only for you, so that you can understand which question is for positive point, which question is for negative point. Got my point? Only you should know which question is for positive point, which is for negative. Remember, for a counselor, psychiatrist, psychologist, it is very important to keep the secrets. If you are going to disclose the secret of someone, you will lose the trust and nothing will happen in the positive way. Now, negative traits are also mentioned here. So you can understand which points are negative, which points are positive here. Okay, this is only for your study, and I will give you questionnaire also. Using that, you can find out really these questions are related with the positive and negative behavior. Now, very interesting and important part only for you, not for your client. Which positive question is related with intrapersonal awareness? Which negative question is related with intrapersonal awareness? Check is. So what I am saying, listen it carefully. Intrapersonal management, 7 question positive, 18 question negative. Interpersonal awareness, 8 question positive, 17 question negative. But this is only for you, not for client. By mistake, don't disclose to the client or anyone. Interpersonal management, 22 questions positive. So check, in the management, more questions are positive. Or negative are 3. Interpersonal management, 11 positive, 14 negative. Total 25, 25, 25, 25, total 100 questions. Okay? Actually, this research was conducted with 470 male, 580 females. Then the results were obtained. And these results were taken from senior secondary students, then undergraduate students, Agra, Jaipur, and Alwar. How to score? Scoring is very important. Never score in front of your client. Your client, if having IQ high level, can guess your answering pattern. 4 positive questions. 4 positive questions. For always give 2 marks. For sometimes give 1 mark. Never give 0 mark. For negative questions, for always 0 mark. sometimes 1 mark, never 2 mark. Got my point? Is this clear? So positive scoring will decrease 2, 1, 0. Negative scoring will increase 0, 1, 2. This will be the pattern. Now, so the reason is that if someone is having positive EQ, so score should be less. If someone is having negative EQ, then score should be high. So in this way, we have to understand here in positive, negative, then overall is different. Remember, 25 questions of interpersonal awareness. Scoring will be between 0 to 50 because minimum is 0, maximum is 2. The minimum scoring will be 0, maximum scoring will be 2. So for 25 questions, scoring will be between 0 to 50 and overall scoring will be between 0 to 200. Got it? Extremely important for all of you because emotional maturity between male and female have a difference in the age group. Okay? So because of high emotional maturity of girls as compared to boys, scoring for boys and girls should be always different. Remember, scoring for girls and boys should be always different. Now, listen, how will you use this inventory? Using this inventory, you will get total 5 results. First result will be overall EQ. And 4 results will be 4 different parts of the life. Okay? So check here. If someone is having scoring 46 above, so interpersonal awareness will be extremely high. If 48 above, then interpersonal will be very high. If 47 above, intrapersonal management will be very high. And for interpersonal management, score should be 49 above. If total score is 188 plus or above 188, then you will say extremely high emotional intelligence. Is this clear? So you have to divide scoring into 4 parts. Only then you will be able to find out 4 different segments of life's emotions. It is very important. You should always avoid to take overall score. Better to take score like this in 4 segments. Similarly, I have given you different levels to say high, above average, average, below average, low, and extremely low level of emotional intelligence. If anyone is having any doubt about this scoring of the male group, you can raise question just now. In any case of counseling session, you have to use it always in counseling. Okay, so no question is there. How accurate are these 4 results, please? You know, if you want to study the accuracy, then you have to understand proper inventory, its a correlation coefficient, etc. So this is already done, but this is not required for you. Sir, can you say in bold character for high or low in score? Yes, if you are actually emotional intelligence is involved up to the age of 14, and after that it is learned and you can improve it. So we will work on that also. If we use this before starting session and then after some days of therapy, can the score change? Of course, I did it. What I did, I conducted a research. You know, it is Mangal's inventory and Mr. Mangal conducted the research only using 1020 candidates. I run this research on 15,000 candidates in Dehradun, having same age group, 15, 16, 17, 18. And then I just said this. And what I used to do in my research, I selected 250 candidates. I took their reading of emotional intelligence and I divided those students into 3 groups and standard group. One group got psychological counseling, CBT, behavior therapy, etc., etc. Second group worked on yoga. Third group go to mindfulness therapy. And after 1 month of therapy of each group, when I conducted the same test, I got very, very big difference. So emotional intelligence can be improved. It is very well known fact. So where one should always take this test. Yeah, means, yeah. Now, scoring for girls. You can check scoring for girls is different. For girls, lesser score is considered good. You know, for boys, I said 188 plus is supposed to be extremely high. For girls, 183 plus is supposed to be extremely high. So while scoring, check all 4 scores, then add all 4 scores. Anyone is having any question about the norms for female group, you can ask here. Once we know the scoring pattern, can't we fake when we do the question? No. Okay, you are right, Kumar Raju. That's why I said you will give just a questionnaire to your client. Your client should never come to know about the scoring. Otherwise, obviously, your client will cheat you. So, Kumar Raju, this is only for us. We are psychologists or psychiatrists or counselor, not for your client. Okay? And one should always use, one should repeat the use of the same inventory minimum after 30 days. Yes. And when you are assessing yourself, you should be actually honest. Why there is a difference? Actually, it is a well-known fact. Generally, girls get emotional maturity in the age of 12 and boys get emotional maturity in the age of 14. So there is a difference in the scoring because of this. And because the research was conducted on boys and girls, so there was a difference in the scoring. You know, when a new inventory is created, so that inventory is cross-checked with the help of previously existing inventories. Okay? That's why there is a age group. Is this clear why we are having age group? Actually, जब कोई इन्वेंट्री बनाते हैं, उस इन्वेंट्री को पहले से जो मौजूद इन्वेंट्री मार्केट में उससे भी कंपेयर करते हैं. Only then we have to set the score. Now, next. This is extremely secret document. If you are going to lose your secret, remember you cannot counsel anyone. Now, okay, got it is clear. Now check. So for each question, there is scoring. So remember, scores may differ like 6 questions. Scoring is just opposite. You can check for positive question. Scoring will start with 2, 1, 0. Negative scoring will be 0, 1, 2 like this. So this scoring sheet is extremely important for all of you. This scoring sheet is extremely important for all of you. Archana, I got your message on WhatsApp. I will provide you link, don't worry. Okay? So scoring is extremely important, but overall score for girls and boys will be different. Questions are same and each question for girls and boys will be same. So this is your scoring. This I am going to give to you. You will take printout of this and I will give you a questionnaire. I will give you this answer scheme and you will give this to your client. Your client will just tick columns which he want to use. Suppose you are having questionnaire and you will tell to your client, if you feel, how do we know where to give 2, where to give 1? Manisha, check it. It is already given. Check. All 100 questions are given here with their scoring. For always, what should be the mark? For sometime, what should be the mark? For never, what should be the mark? Is this clear? You have to check it. Is this clear? Now look here. So you will explain to your client that use the questionnaire and select any one option out of 3. Always, sometimes, or never. Got it? Always, sometime, or never. Is this clear? And okay, in this way, your client will select each one only one option. If by mistake or willingly your client is selecting 2 options at the same time. Suppose in first question I said sometimes and never both. So the one which is having higher score will be considered. Got it? If your client is having for a question more than one options, then you will take higher scoring. Like suppose your client is touching all three, so you will take higher scoring 2. Suppose client is touching sometime and never, 1 and 0, you will take scoring 1 here. This is important. So your client, you have to take printout. Top side, your client will write down the name, age, etc. You know it very well what you should take, and then you will give the questionnaire and this. And using the questionnaire, your client will tick here. Okay. What I said for double answer was, if 2 answers are given for a question, so the answer having high score will be considered. Is this clear, Charu? Okay, now, so you know, so what you have to do, total year, total year, total year, total year. Remember, these 25 questions are not according to intrapersonal or interpersonal management. You have to select all those questions which are related with intrapersonal, interpersonal awareness and management from here. This you have to work here. You have to work here for that. Remember this point. If you want to find out emotional quotient level for different level, so you have to work on these questions, and then your scoring will take time. So take proper time to have partitional scoring. Is this clear for everyone? Do we have different marks scheme for? No, mark scheme and questionnaire, everything is common for the boys. Only total scoring is different. So remember, if you want to take overall scoring directly, you can measure. But if you want to decide 4 different levels, so please, you have to check these questions. Then on a paper, you have to write down scoring. Only then you can work. Yes, select anyone. Is this clear for everyone? How to use this scoring? Yes, select any one option. You are right. How to get total scoring? Obviously, if you are able to get all those 4 scoring out of 25, you can add it. Is this clear now? How to take total scoring? Rajni, is this clear? Okay, what you have to do, Rajni, look here. Check here. For all the questions, scoring is given here. So compare that answer sheet here. What my point now? Compare that answer sheet here. And according to given option, you will select what should be the scoring. And then you will add total scores, and that will be overall score here. Got it or not now? Rajni, if any doubt, I will explain again, no issue. Is this clear or not? So what you have to do, these answers given here, you have to compare with this scoring. Look here, you have to compare with this scoring. So here you have to check for which option what should be the marking. Like for question number 51, if someone is saying always give 2 marks, someone is saying sometimes give 1 mark, someone is saying never give 0 mark. Like this you will have to score. Got it or not? I'm waiting for answer, Rajni. Okay, next point now. So we need to work in all 3 sheets while scoring. You are right. You are right. Perfectly right. Actually, you will take near about 1 hour for your totaling scoring. You yourself will take 1 hour because you have to score overall. Then you have to score according to 4 different parts. Now, these are the questionnaire. So everyone be ready. Take white paper, pen. If possible for all of you, keep camera on. If possible, if network issue, no problem. If possible for you, keep camera on, otherwise no issue. Uma Srikar, just wait. I will show you many things now. So now on a white sheet or you have ruled sheet, write down your name, age and date. No, don't tell anything about your client. Then client will take it intentionally. And don't give more time. Okay? Say don't overthink. The first response should be the final response. Tell to your client that don't change response. Everyone is ready? Is everyone ready now? Okay. So write down at the top of the page, properly write down your name and age. Name, age, and phone number. City. Rajni, you can log out and log in back. Write down name, age, phone number, and city. Because you will send me these. We will analyze here. You will just send me the pic in the end. You have to write name, age, phone number, and your city. If you want to write qualification, it's your choice. Now listen carefully. I will display a questionnaire in front of you. Read question properly. I will avoid repetition of question. So don't miss. Don't be in a hurry. I will give you enough time. And suppose you have selected one option for question number 2. And after some time you think, no, it should be the option. Once you gave response, don't change your option. Because when you give second option again, it is all because of dilemma or confusion of brain. So your first option is from heart, second option is from confused brain. So first option is last option. Don't think too much. Don't try to relate questions with your day-to-day life. ऐसा नहीं करना, अरे ऐसा तो मेरी लाइफ में होता है. No, don't relate. If you will try to relate and analyze, you will get all negative scoring, because your perception will change and you don't know that this scoring is highly specific. So everyone is ready? Sunita, I am repeating. Read question thoroughly. I will not repeat questionnaire here. And first answer you have given will be the final. Don't change answer if once given. For 100 questions, how many minutes you need? Hardly 20 minutes. Hardly, maximum. For your client, don't force. Give me for your client, for 100 questions, give at least 1 hour. Because you are not client, you are all psychologists. You don't need such time. But for client, minimum give 60 minutes for 100 questions. Otherwise, we should give 100 minutes. Now, all the best. Now, write down question number in front of question number. Okay, for making it easy, how will you give answer? Very important. So, you know, we have always, sometimes, and never. So, convert A, B, C. For always, answer will be A. Write down somewhere. If you feel always, your answer should be A. If you feel sometimes, answer should be B. If you feel never, answer should be C. Now it will be easy for you answering, okay? Now, ready everyone? If you feel always A, for sometimes B, never C. Ready? 15 questions are in front of you, 17 questions. I will take a new pic of this one. There is a light, so don't worry. I will tell you question number 9, 10, 11, and I will give you new sheet because of camera light there is reflection. So first focus for question number 1 to 8 only. 9, 10, 11 I will repeat. Do you feel yourself a poor man, a man of poor soul? दुखी आत्मा फील करते हो अपने आप को? फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन का हिंदी ये होगा। सेकंड क्वेश्चन का हिंदी होगा, क्या आप अपना टेम्पर लूज कर देते हो जिसकी वजह से अचानक से भड़क पड़ते हैं? क्वेश्चन 3 का हिंदी होगा, जीवन में दुखों का, मुसीबतों का कोई अंत नहीं है। क्वेश्चन 5 का हिंदी होगा, क्या आपका दिल जल्दी से दुखी हो जाता है? दिस इज फॉर क्वेश्चन 5। एक्चुअली आई रिपीट, क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 का हिंदी होगा कि जीवन में दुखों मुसीबतों का कोई अंत नहीं है। क्वेश्चन नंबर 9, 10, 11 आई विल रिकॉल हियर। क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 होगा, आप गलतियां जब बार बार करते हो तो बहुत दुखी हो जाते हो। क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 का हिंदी होगा, आपका दिल जल्दी से दुखी हो जाता है, जल्दी दुख जाता है। क्वेश्चन नंबर 6 का हिंदी होगा, क्या आपको लगता है आपकी विल पावर बहुत स्ट्रांग है? क्वेश्चन नंबर 7 का हिंदी होगा, क्या आप कुछ ऐसी बातें कहते हो करते हो विच यू हैव टू रिपेंट आफ्टरवर्ड, जिसकी वजह से बाद में आपको पछतावा होता हो? 8th क्वेश्चन, डज योर माइंड गो समवेयर एल्स व्हाइल एंगेजिंग इन सम वर्क? जब आप कोई काम करते हो आपका दिमाग कहीं और चला जाता है। क्वेश्चन नंबर 8। क्वेश्चन नंबर 9, डू यू रिमेन परटर्ब्ड विद द फियर ऑफ कमिंग मिसफॉर्च्यून? क्या आपको हमेशा डर लगा रहता है कुछ ना कुछ बुरा होने वाला है? क्वेश्चन नंबर 10, डू यू फील एक्सट्रीमली जेलियस एट द प्रोग्रेस ऑफ योर कॉलीग्स एंड फ्रेंड्स? क्वेश्चन नंबर 10 का हिंदी है, क्या दूसरों की तरक्की से आपको जलन होती है? 11th क्वेश्चन, बाय ऑब्जर्विंग दैट others are suffering, do you internally feel happy? क्वेश्चन नंबर 10 की हिंदी है, दूसरों को दुखी देखकर क्या आपको खुशी होती है? क्वेश्चन नंबर 12, do you sometimes get too irritated to find yourself overburdened? कभी कभी आप इतने इरिटेट हो जाते हो कि आपको फील होता है आप ओवरबर्डन्ड हो। जस्ट अ मिनट, आई विल रिपीट। Okay, 9th, 10th, 11th, I'm repeating. 9th question English is, do you remain perturbed with the fear of coming misfortune? Question number 10, do you feel extremely jealous at the progress of your colleagues? Question number 11, by observing that others are suffering, do you internally feel happy? Question number 13, do you think yourself unsafe? क्या आपको unsafe feel होता है? 14, do you sometimes think yourself insulted or degraded person? कभी कभी आपको लगता है कि आपका अपमान हुआ है, अपने आप को अपमानित महसूस करते हैं। 15, do you hate allergy with so many things? क्या आपको एक साथ बहुत सारी चीजों से नफरत है? Are your interest and desire get changed quite soon? क्या जल्दी ही तुम्हारी चॉइस और पसंद चेंज हो जाती है? 17, do you feel that there is nobody in the world to show genuine sympathy with you? आपको क्या ऐसा लगता है दुनिया में ऐसा कोई नहीं है जो आपसे सच्ची सिंपैथी रखता हो? क्वेश्चन नंबर 18, getting upset, do you remain aware what is troubling you? जब आपका मूड खराब होता है तो क्या आपको पता रहता है किस वजह से प्रॉब्लम हो रही है? यस मिथुन से just type in the chat box. Okay, 17th and 14 I will repeat, don't worry, it will be very difficult to move. Okay, so 17th question you can check here. 14th question is that, do you feel insulted many times? 17, do you feel that there is nobody in the world to show genuine sympathy? कोई ऐसा आदमी आपको लगता है नहीं है जो आपसे सच्ची सिंपैथी रखता हो? But I don't know what is the meaning of sympathy in Hindi. Okay, I think sympathy तरस खाना कुछ ऐसा होगा शायद। 18th question, when you get upset you remain aware about what troubling you? Yeah, सहानुभूति, thank you. सो क्वेश्चन नंबर 19 का मीनिंग है, डोंट यू रियलाइज एनी डिफिकल्टी टू एक्सप्रेस व्हाट इज फेल्ट बाय यू एट पर्टिकुलर। क्या कभी कभी आपको ये रियलाइज नहीं होता कि आपको डिफिकल्टी हो रही है अपने आप को एक्सप्रेस करने में किसी समय? डू यू फील दिस कि यू आर नॉट एबल टू एक्सप्रेस योरसेल्फ? 19 का हिंदी ये होगा कि आपको लगता है कि आप अपने आप को रियली एक्सप्रेस नहीं कर पा रहे हैं। 20th, do you think that you are very much familiar with your goodness and evils? क्या आपको लगता है कि आपको पता है कि आपकी अच्छाई और कमियां क्या हैं? क्वेश्चन नंबर 20। क्वेश्चन नंबर 21, do you feel any hesitation or fear to express or doing a thing in noble way or inventing something new with your own attempt? क्या कभी कभी आपको शर्म आती है, डर लगता है अपने आप को एक्सप्रेस करने में, कुछ नया और ईमानदारी से और अच्छे और नए तरीके से करने में? क्वेश्चन नंबर 22, डू यू थिंक दैट यू कैन डू एनीथिंग इन योर लाइफ? क्या आपको लगता है कि यू कांट डू एनीथिंग, कि आप अपनी जिंदगी में कुछ नहीं कर सकते? क्वेश्चन नंबर 23, डू यू नो वेल व्हाट मेक यू हैप्पी और सैड? क्या तुम्हें पता है किस बात से तुम्हें खुशी मिलती है, किस बात से दुख होता है? 24, do you think that you can very well meet any challenge coming in your life? क्या तुम्हें लगता है कि तुम जिंदगी में आने वाले किसी भी समस्या का मुकाबला कर सकते हो? क्वेश्चन नंबर 25, आर यू श्योर दैट यू कैन इजिली विन अदर्स हार्ट? क्या आपको यकीन है आप दूसरों का दिल जीत सकते हो? क्वेश्चन नंबर 26, do you like to settle issues with the person instantly who speak ill of you? क्या आपको जो लोग आपके लिए गलत बोलते हैं तुरंत उस इश्यू को सेटल करना पसंद है? Okay, someone is looking for 24. Just have a look. Be quick. Be quick. 24th का ये है कि आपको जिंदगी में नए नए चैलेंज से लेना पसंद है? क्वेश्चन नंबर 26 का हिंदी होगा, अगर कोई आपको कोई बुरा बोले तो क्या तुरंत आप मैटर को सॉल्व करना पसंद करते हो? 27, do you soon become normal after facing some adversities in your life? जिंदगी में कुछ भी अचानक से बुरा घट जाए, क्या उसके कुछ समय बाद आप जल्दी से नॉर्मल हो जाते हो? 28, do you feel that you are exercising a lot of control over the things in your life? क्या आपको ऐसा लगता है आप अपनी जिंदगी में बहुत सारी चीजों पर जरूरत से ज्यादा कंट्रोल कर रहे हो? 29th क्वेश्चन, आर यू एबल टू टेक टाइमली प्रॉपर डिसीजन in spite of so many contradictory desires creeping in your mind? क्या बहुत सारी कॉन्ट्राडिक्टिंग, अपवादपूर्ण, उल्टी सीधी बातें दिमाग में चलने के बाद भी क्या आप समय पर सही डिसीजन ले पाते हो? 30th question, do you usually depends upon the guidance or help from others in solving problems? क्या आप अपनी प्रॉब्लम को सोल्व करने में हमेशा लगभग दूसरों की हेल्प लेते हो? 31st question, do you execute your all tasks promptly and with full dedication? पूरी मेहनत और ईमानदारी से अपना काम करते हो? 32, do you often lose your patience and nervous by getting afraid of failure? फेल होने के डर से क्या आप नर्वस हो जाते हो, आपका धैर्य जवाब दे जाता है? 33rd question, do you feel perturbed for a long or being insulted by somebody else? I don't know the Hindi of perturbed. अगर कोई आपकी इंसल्ट करे तो क्या आपको पर्टर्ब्ड फील होता है? बट पर्टर्ब्ड का हिंदी आप गूगल कर लें, मुझे नहीं पता। 34th, do you remain uneasy on account of your intention to take revenge on others? दूसरों से बदला लेने के मैटर में क्या आप अनईजी रहते हो? मतलब अनईजी का मतलब है आप बहुत डिफिकल्ट हो जाते हो, हार्ड हो जाते हो। Are you never satisfied with your work and remain worried for its further improvement? क्या आपको कभी संतुष्टि नहीं मिलती अपने काम से और हमेशा चिंतित रहते हो कि इसको कैसे सुधारूं, इंप्रूव करूं? 36, do you think that other people or circumstances are more responsible for your mistake? क्या आपको लगता है आपकी इन गलतियों और आदतों के लिए दूसरे लोग ज्यादा जिम्मेदार हैं? 37, डू यू थिंक दैट यू कैन नॉट डू एनीथिंग प्रॉपरली? क्या आपको लगता है आप कुछ भी ढंग से नहीं कर सकते? 38 क्वेश्चन, डू यू ऑफन फील ashamed ऑफ योर लुक एंड बिहेवियर? अपने आप पर, अपने लुक पर आपको शर्म आती है, अपने बिहेव पर? 39, डू यू रिमेन मच एनेक्सियस एजिटेटेड अंटिल यू गेट योर डिजायर? जब तक मनचाही चीज ना मिल जाए बेचैन रहते हो? 40th question, do you take too much time to learn a new technique while leaving the old one? क्या आप पुरानी चीजों को छोड़कर नई सीखने में ज्यादा टाइम लगाते हो? Do you finish what you set out to do? जो तुमने तय किया है क्या उसे पूरा भी करते हो? यह है क्वेश्चन नंबर 41. क्वेश्चन नंबर 42, whether being observed or not, do you stand for fulfilling your responsibilities? भले ही क्वेश्चन नंबर 42, भले ही आपको कोई देख ना रहा हो, क्या आप अपनी जिम्मेदारी पूरी करते हो? क्वेश्चन नंबर 43, do you think that you must do something unique than other? क्या आपको लगता है आपको दूसरों से अलग कुछ यूनिक करना चाहिए? 44, do you agree that all of us should pick up the most challenging goals of our life? क्या आप इस बात से सहमत हो कि हमें अपने जीवन के सबसे ज्यादा चैलेंजिंग गोल्स को सेट करना चाहिए? क्वेश्चन नंबर, माय कैमरा हैज स्टॉप्ड, आई विल चेंज बैटरी आफ्टर 15 मिनट, यू कंटिन्यू. क्वेश्चन नंबर 43, डू यू थिंक दैट यू मस्ट डू समथिंग यूनिक? हो गया. क्वेश्चन नंबर 45, डू यू फील एक्सट्रीमली बैड बाय लिसनिंग अबाउट योर मिस्टेक? क्या अपनी गलतियों के बारे में, कमजोरियों के बारे में सुनकर आपको बहुत बुरा लगता है? क्वेश्चन नंबर 45. क्वेश्चन नंबर 46, डू यू समटाइम लूज योर सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस इन द मोमेंट ऑफ डिस्पेयर? कोई अगर आर्ग्यूमेंट हो जाए, कोई इश्यू हो जाए, क्या आप अपना कंट्रोल खो देते हो? क्वेश्चन नंबर 47, whenever confronted with some tedious problems, I repeat, question number 47, whenever confronted with some tedious problems, do you always run after seeking others help? जब भी जिंदगी में कोई प्रॉब्लम आती है आप दूसरों से मदद लेने भागते हो? Question number 48, someone is talking about question number 36. Just a minute. Be quick about question. Have a look. Be quick if something is left. I was talking about question number 47. तो जब भी मुसीबत आती है मदद लेने भागते हो? 48th question. Whenever you take a task in your hand, there goes something wrong, resulting in the non-realization of your goal. जब भी आप कोई काम अपने हाथों में लेते हो और कुछ गलत हो जाए, सो क्या ऐसा इसलिए होता है क्योंकि आपको नहीं पता है कि एक्चुअली आपका गोल है क्या? 49, whenever you get a task spoiled, you begin to curse yourself. जब आपसे कोई गलती हो जाए, काम खराब हो जाए, आप अपने आप को कोसने लगते हो. Do you not take any new assignment unless inspired or forced by other? जब तक कोई दूसरा आपको मोटिवेट ना करे या जबरदस्ती ना करे, दबाव ना बनाए, तब तक आप कोई नया काम अपनी जिम्मेदारी पर नहीं लेते. Now, should I take one moment? Give me just one moment. Okay, you have a look on question number 47. Please have a look. Be quick if something is left. जब कभी प्रॉब्लम होती है आप अपना सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस खो देते हो. यह है क्वेश्चन नंबर 46. जस्ट ए मिनट मिथुन. क्वेश्चन नंबर 15, आप बहुत सारी चीजों से एक साथ नफरत करते हो. 16, क्या टाइम के साथ आपकी पसंद नापसंद चेंज हो जाती है? क्वेश्चन नंबर 33, अगर कोई आपको इंसल्ट करे, आपको बहुत बुरा लगता है, आई डोंट नो द मीनिंग ऑफ पर्टरब। ओके, व्याकुल यानी बेचैन हो जाते हो। थैंक यू जया। पर्टरब यानी कि आपको कोई बेइज्जती करे, बहुत व्याकुल हो जाते हो, डिस्टर्ब हो जाते हो। ओके। 49, जैसे ही आपके हाथ से कोई काम खराब हो जाता है, आप अपने आप को कोसने लगते हो। क्वेश्चन 50, जब तक कोई आपको जबरदस्ती ना करे, फोर्स ना करे, दबाव ना दे, तब तक आप कोई नया काम अपने जिम्मे नहीं लेते। डन। नाउ आई विल नॉट रिपीट एनी क्वेश्चन। नाउ थर्ड पार्ट, डू यू थिंक दैट पीपल नियरर टू यू आर फुल्ली ट्रस्टवर्दी? क्या आपको लगता है आपके आसपास जो लोग हैं वो यकीन के लायक हैं? 52, do others feel that you do not get perturbed even in the hard circumstances? क्या आपको लगता है कि आप खराब से भी खराब कंडीशन में बेचैन या व्याकुल नहीं होते? 53, do you know or try to know the type of relationship maintained by the people among themselves in your neighborhood and friend circle? क्या आप अपने फ्रेंड सर्कल, पड़ोस में ये जानने की कोशिश करते हो कि लोग आपस में इतने अच्छे संबंध कैसे बना के रखते हैं? ओके, बाय मिस्टेक देयर इज अ चेंज इन द स्लाइड आफ्टर 53. जस्ट अ मिनट, हाउ इज दिस पॉसिबल? I just missed one slide after 53. Give me one moment, please. Just one moment. I'm going to circulate. Just one moment. And don't have a view on your questions, please. I'm just sending you this. Do you have an intuition that one of your friend is in trouble? क्या तुम्हें फील होता है, कभी कभी इंट्यूशन होती है कि तुम्हारे किसी फ्रेंड को प्रॉब्लम है? 55, do you take no time in realizing that the other person is be fooling you? क्या आपको ये महसूस करने में टाइम नहीं लगता कि कोई आपको बेवकूफ बना रहा है? ये पता करने में आपको टाइम नहीं लगता। 56, do you realize soon that person talking to you is a wolf in lamb's clothing? क्या आपको एकदम पता चल जाता है कि जो आदमी आपसे बात कर रहा है वो भेड़ की शक्ल में भेड़िया है, मतलब बुरा आदमी है छिपी शक्ल में? 57, do you agree that whatever so it may be, we should not get ourselves involved in that other's affair? क्या आप इस बात से सहमत हो, चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए, दूसरे के मामलों में हमें टांग नहीं अड़ानी चाहिए? 58, do you have full trust in your friends that they will stand by you in any problem? क्या आपको लगता है किसी भी मुसीबत में आपके दोस्त आपके साथ खड़े हो जाएंगे? You have this trust? 58. 59th question, do you realize soon that one of your friend or relative is annoyed with you for some reason? क्या आपको बहुत जल्दी एहसास हो जाता है आपका कोई फ्रेंड या रिलेटिव आपके साथ annoyed है? Annoyed meaning a kind of चिड़ा हुआ। Question number 60, do you know well that what type of utterance and activities make your friend relative feel good or bad? क्या आपको पता है किस तरह की आपकी एक्टिविटीज, काम और बातें आपके दोस्त और रिश्तेदार को अच्छा या बुरा महसूस कराती है? 61, can you say for yourself that you are capable of peeping into the heart of others by reading their face? क्या आप कह सकते हो कि आप दूसरों की शक्ल देखकर उनके दिल में झांक लेते हो? 61. 62, do you say with confidence that you are well aware of the goodness and evils of your intimate friends and relatives? क्या आप कह सकते हो, विश्वास के साथ कह सकते हो कि आप अपने दोस्तों की अच्छाई और बुराई दोनों से परिचित हैं? 63, Do you know all well that what is expected from you by friends relative? क्या आपको पता है कि आपके रिश्तेदार दोस्त आपसे क्या चाहते हैं? 64. Do you know well about the liking and disliking of your nearest friend? क्या आपके दोस्तों की पसंद नापसंद का आपको पता है? 65. Do you realize that you are considered trustworthy and responsible by other people? क्या आपको यकीन है कि क्या आपको पता है कि आपके दोस्त और मिलने वाले लोग आपको ट्रस्टवर्दी, आप पर भरोसा करते हैं? 66. Do you try to place the need and interest of others over your own? क्या दूसरों की चॉइस को अपनी चॉइस से ज्यादा ऊपर रखते हो? अपने यानी कि अपने काम से ज्यादा दूसरों के काम को वैल्यू देते हो? 67. Do you try to think before saying? क्या आप बोलने से पहले सोचते हो? क्या आप बोलने से पहले सोचते हो, करने से पहले सोचते हो दूसरों पर इसका क्या असर पड़ेगा? 68. Do you give more importance to the maintenance of relationship with other irrespective of losses or gain? भले ही दूसरों से आपका नफा नुकसान लाभ हानि हो, क्या आप रिश्ते को बनाए रखने में इंपॉर्टेंस देते हो? 69. Do you get perturbed by thought that others are observing you or your action? इस बात से बेचैन हो जाते हो कि लोग आपको देख रहे हैं, आपको ऑब्जर्व कर रहे हैं? Question number 70. Do you really often realize that who are jealous of your progress? क्या आपको पता है आपसे कौन चिढ़ता है आपकी तरक्की से? 71. Can you tell properly who are your true friends? आपको पता है आपके वेल विशर सच्चे दोस्त कौन हैं? 72. While observing people laughing or talking, do you feel that they are talking about you? क्या आपको लगता है कि अगर कोई बात कर रहा है, हंस रहा है, वो आपके बारे में सोच रहे हैं? Do you think that you are liked by people on account of your good behavior? क्या आपको लगता है लोग आपको अच्छे बिहेव की वजह से पसंद करते हैं? On falling ill, बीमार पड़ने पर, if one of your colleague inquire about your health, कोई आपसे फोन करके हेल्थ के बारे में पूछे, so you are able to recognize whether he is showing genuine sympathy or show off. तो आपको यकीन हो जाए, क्या आपको पता चल जाता है जो आपसे फोन करके बीमारी का बारे में पूछ रहा है वो नौटंकी कर रहा है, सच्ची में उसे आपसे सिंपैथी है? 75. Do your friends or relative expect from you the needed help and guidance at the time of their difficult hours? क्या आपके दोस्त या रिश्तेदार उन अपनी मुसीबत के समय में आपसे मदद की उम्मीद रखते हैं? 76. Do you easily make friendship with others? क्या आप आसानी से दूसरों से दोस्ती कर लेते हो? 77. Do you think that it is not proper to trustworthy anybody in the world? क्या आपको लगता है कि दुनिया में किसी पे भी भरोसा नहीं करना चाहिए? 78. Do you not like even to talk to the people who differ with you in opinion? क्या आपको उन लोगों से बात करना पसंद नहीं है जिनकी सोच आपसे अलग होती है? 79. Do you easily get sympathy or help from others? क्या आपको आसानी से दूसरों से मदद मिल जाती है? Question number 80. Do you feel happy in helping others in their difficulty moment? दूसरों को हेल्प करना पसंद करते हो या नहीं? 81. Do you take responsibility of getting people introduced with one another on same gathering or auspicious occasion? क्या किसी गैदरिंग में, पार्टी में आप ये जिम्मेदारी लेते हो कि लोगों को एक दूसरे से आप इंट्रोड्यूस कराएं? 82. Do you often try to provide leadership to some social or some group? क्या आप कहीं लीडरशिप प्रोवाइड करते हैं सामाजिक ग्रुप में, दोस्तों के ग्रुप में, काम में? 83. Do the member of the community of society have reservation in coming closer to you by considering you too much different? क्या लोग आपको अपने से बहुत ज्यादा अलग सोचते हैं इसीलिए आपसे कम मिलते हैं? 84. Do you try to listen properly? क्या आप बहुत समझदारी से सुनते हो, रेस्पेक्ट देते हो लोगों को when they happen to meet you, जब वो आपसे मिलने आते हैं? क्वेश्चन नंबर Just a minute. '85. Do you think that other pupils of your colleague unnecessarily keep overwatch or vigilance on your activity? क्या आपको लगता है आपके दोस्त, आपके ऑफिस के लोग आप पर बेवजह नजर रखते हैं? 86. Do you often have quarrel with your colleague or other people? क्या अक्सर लोगों से आपके झगड़े होते रहते हैं? 87. If one of your colleague commit a mistake, do you begin to criticize? अगर आपका कोई फ्रेंड कलीग गलती कर दे, आप उसको वहीं से क्रिटिसाइज करना शुरू कर देते हो उसके सामने, दूसरों के सामने? 88. Do you feel happy in congratulating others for their accomplishment? क्या दूसरों को आप उनकी उपलब्धि पर बधाई देते हो? 89. Do you think instantly to help the person as soon as you hear about his problem? जैसे ही आपको किसी की प्रॉब्लम का पता चलता है, क्या आप उसे तुरंत हेल्प करते हो? क्वेश्चन नंबर 90. Do you remain prepared for helping other irrespective of having ideological difference with them? क्या आप उन लोगों की हेल्प करने को भी तैयार रहते हो जिन लोगों से आपके विचार नहीं मिलते? क्वेश्चन नंबर 91. Can't you say I love you in spite of falling in love with or her? किसी के प्यार में पड़ जाते हो, क्या आप उसको I love you नहीं कह पाते हो? 92. Do you think that it is better to keep distance or remaining emotionally indifferent with stranger? क्या आपको लगता है कि लोगों से इमोशनली दूरी बनाए रखना ठीक है जिन्हें आप नहीं जानते? 93. Do you enjoy laughing at or taunting others? क्या दूसरों पर हंसना, टॉन्ट मारना आपको मजा आता है? 94. Instead of expressing your desire or interest by yourself, do you think that people by themselves will take care of it? बिना ये सोचे, बिना दूसरों को बताए कि क्या तुम्हारी पसंद है, क्या तुम्हारी सोच है, तुम्हें लगता है कि लोगों को खुद से ही तुम्हारे बारे में सोचना चाहिए? 95. Do you think that it is your duty to inform colleague and relative with some sad happening irrespective of its consequences? क्या आपको लगता है कि आपकी जिम्मेदारी है कि अपने जान पहचान के लोगों को किस बुरी घटना के बारे में तुरंत बताए, बिना उसके प्रोजन कौन सोचे बुरे के ये बिना ये सोचे कि उसके बुरे नतीजे हो सकते हैं? Do you try to ease tension by talking in a lighter vein even in the serious moment of a task accomplishment? किसी काम में जब आप फंसे हो, क्या उस समय सीरियस होने पर भी, प्रॉब्लम होने पर भी आप इजी वे में बात करने की कोशिश करते हैं या टेंशन को कम करने की कोशिश करते हैं? 97. Do you agree that it is good to say a spade in conversation irrespective of being taken in good or bad taste by the people? क्या आपको लगता है कि ये सही है कि जो जी में आए बकते जाओ, ये बिना सोचे समझे कि सामने वाले आदमी को अच्छा लगेगा कि बुरा लगेगा? 98. Would you like to avoid visiting your friends when he is sad over the demise of relative of him? अगर किसी के किसी रिलेटिव की डेथ हो गई तो क्या आप उसके घर जाने से बचोगे या उस फ्रेंड के घर जाओगे? 99. Do the people release much to work along with you on the same project or to listen to your attentively during a group discussion? अगर ग्रुप डिस्कशन हो रहा है तो क्या लोग आपकी बात को ढंग से सुनते हैं? 100. इन कन्वर्सेशन, बातचीत करते हुए, डू यू विश, क्या तुम ये चाहते हो दैट पीपल शुड कंटिन्यूअसली लिसन टू यू, कि वो बिना खुद बोले तुम्हें ही सुनते रहें? क्या तुम्हें ऐसा लगता है? If anyone has missed any question from question number 51 to 100, please at once tell me in the chat box. Please have a look here. I'm going to recall all questions here. Just check it here. Okay, all questions clear now. I hope nothing is left. Am I right? So no question is left. Still any question is left? Be quick, please. I had to remove this from screen. Question number 83. Sunita 27, 28, 30. Okay, check. It will be very difficult now for me. Question number 83. Do the member of community, क्या पास पड़ोस के लोग आपके पास आने से इसलिए बचते हैं क्योंकि आप उनसे बहुत डिफरेंट हो? क्वेश्चन नंबर 83. Okay, just a minute. But I will not tell no Hindi. I'm tired about this 27, 28, 30. Give me one moment only. 27, 28, 30. 27, 28, 30. Have a look, please. Be quick. This is the scoring key. Now check your, don't divide into 4 types. You can do later it yourself. Have total overall scoring. These are question number, then they are scoring again question number. So please focus on the scoring 1 to 16. These are question numbers, extreme left, and there are, okay, so check scoring. First column is for always, second column is for sometime, third column is for never. According to your option, always is A, sometime is B, never is C. So according to ABC, give the marks. Check question number 6 especially. Be quick. Okay, I have not shared. Okay, I forgot to share it. Sorry, I have not shared and I was thinking. So sorry. Now, please be quick. Have always is A, sometime is B, never is C. So please do scoring from question number 1 to 13, question number 26 to 39. Do this scoring. Do the scoring of question number 1 to 13 and question number 26 to 39. If it is not visible, log out and log in back. If you have given answer A, scoring will be which is written under G always. If your answer is B, yani sometime, scoring will be 1. If your answer is never, C, then scoring will be written here. Okay? These are question numbers 1, 2, 3. In front of 3 scoring are given. Now check whether you have ticked always, sometime or never. Then give marks accordingly. Is this clear, Diana? For A is always. So check. If A, then scoring will be which is written under always in front of question. Is this clear or not? How to score it? Or anyone is having problem? Wait, just first score for question number 1 to 13 and question number 26 to 39. Please score this. Have you done scoring of 1 to 13, 26 to 39 so that I can scroll down? Now do scoring of 14 to 25, 38 to 50. Okay, don't worry, I will repeat it. Just wait. I will show a previous one also. You just have look here. I will show that one also, I understand. Have a look back again. Have a look again if you have missed something. Have a look again if you have missed something and be quick. One to 16, 26 to 41 is visible to all of you. Check. If your option is B, scoring will be always 1. If your any option is B, your scoring will be always 1. Problem is with option A and option C. That you have to check option A and C. B is always having scoring 1. Now I'm going to scroll down it. Check here if something is left. 10 to 25, 36 to 50. I think now first 50 questions are over. Scoring is over. First 50 question scoring is over. Am I right? Now next. Have scoring. Okay, Kusum, be quick. Please be quick. 22nd, 23rd, 24th. Be quick. So 4 division of scores you can do later. I gave you scoring. Now here tell me your total scoring. Okay, first check your levels. I'm telling you interpretation. I'm talking about first male. All males, please check your interpretation here. If you are having scoring, total scoring 188 plus, extremely grade will be A, extremely high. Between 170 to 187, high. 151 to 169, above average. 126 to 150, average. 107 to 125, below average. 89 to 106, low. 88 or less than 88, extremely low. Now males, please message me in the chat box here. What is your scoring? Only for males. Females, ये ladies के लिए नहीं है scoring, please. This scoring is only for boys and men. Rajni ma'am, I have sent scoring at your phone WhatsApp group. Please check there. मैंने अभी भेजा है. Now find out if you are a man. Find out. Now for female, if score is 183 above, extremely high. 165 से लेकर 182 high. 148 to 164 above average. 123 to 147 average. 106 to 122 below average. 88 to 105 low. 87 or less than 87 extremely low. Check it and tell me what is the level. Please everyone. No, don't tell me score, tell me level. So you should work with yourself now. Who is not in the WhatsApp group? Sunita, please join the WhatsApp group. Only then you will get material. And please, all the certificates will be circulated in this WhatsApp group only. And as soon as I will circulate WhatsApp certificate on Monday, just after that, this group will be deleted. After circulation of material, after circulation of certificates here on Monday or after Monday, we will delete this group of emotional intelligence. Sunita, touch the link and you will be able to join here. Check here, link is given for everyone. So now you are able to find out your level. Males, please check your score and tell me what is the level. Extremely high, high above average, average below, low, extremely low. Check here. So I think which level is 126. I have shared just now and this is shared in your phone also. Please check. Females, please check your grading here. This is full score and compare here. 183 plus extremely high like this. 123 to 147 average. And I request to fill the feedback form. I request to Mr. Shivang, please circulate the feedback form in the chat box. Because many people are paying but not attending the workshop, they are just collecting certificates. So those who are not attending the workshop, just paying, they will not get any certificate. Yeah, now you have to work on yourself. How to score the raw in the table? See, it is very easy. Check. Total score is here. Look here. Total score is given here. Are you able to see? If it is 183 or above, answer is extremely high. 165 से लेकर 182, answer is high. This is the comparison here. Lavita, is this clear or not? So read this document with extreme care. Don't share with anyone. Let me change the battery. So what I will suggest, don't share. How to analyze which area that one has to improve. Yeah, please check. When you will read the document, you can divide your score into total 4 parts. Check here. Check it, please. Now what to do? Listen, everyone. Now you have to take time. It will take near about 1 hour. Look here. It is very important thing which I am going to share now. Now make a chart on the paper. Okay? And write down interpersonal, intrapersonal. And scoring of these questions should be in front of intrapersonal. Scoring of these questions should be in interpersonal. In this way, you will get 4 different categories. And you will be able to know whether you have to work for interpersonal, intrapersonal, aware or management. Yes, Rajni, yes. I request to all of you, please fill the feedback form. It is very important today. I request to all of you, make it very clear. Make on a paper chart. Divide your paper into 4 parts. So, first part will be intrapersonal awareness. Second will be interpersonal awareness. Third will be management. And fourth will be interpersonal management. So only those questions which are written here, score those questions and find out total scoring in different ways. So what is the lowest score in the each section? Look here. Section wise scoring is given here. Check it. You can check here. These are 4 sections and scorings are given here. So you can have total overall scoring and 4 different scoring in different parts. And then you can find out where are you weak, and then you can work there. Is this clear? So what is the work for today? Everyone, I request, divide your score into 4 parts. Take your time till today evening or night and send me in that group. I want to see that scoring according to section wise. Then you will be able to know where you have to work. I request to all of you, don't forward this feedback form to anyone who is not present in the workshop. Because many people try to peep up here without paying and without attending. They just want to take certificate. And we should avoid this, and we should not promote this thing. I request to all of you, feedback form is circulated in WhatsApp group. I request to Mr. Shivan, please circulate in the chat box. Okay, already circulated, I think. No, actually, I have shared 2 PPTs. Minu, check it. One page was missing from one PPT, so I prepared second PPT. When you will take PPT, print out, you will get all the pages. You check, Minu, first check it. In second page, I have given. Is this clear? Minu, tell me whether it is clear or not. Missing page is given in second PPT, second PDF. Already I have given. Okay. Now I want to listen you. No, both are same. You just check. Okay, don't worry. If any page is missing, I will take pics again. I will prepare PDF and I will send it. Don't worry. Both are same, not possible. You can check in second PDF. Missing pages are given only. Please, Minu, check. I think you have missed something. I'm going to recirculate in the group. Please check it. No page is missing. I have resended it, Pradeep. You get it? Got it, please? Now I want to listen you. What is your experience and your thoughts about emotional intelligence workshop, and how do you feel that it is useful for all of you? So those who want to talk can raise your hand. Then we will finish within 10 minutes. Just after listening you. It is always better to talk with each other because only I'm talking. So you are a good listener and I'm not good listener here now. Yes, Lavita, please unmute yourself.
Hi, Bharat. It was a really good session. Like I'm actually a children's book author, and I write books to develop EI in children. So I was looking
nice.
for, yeah, and I was looking for some tools that helps me in measuring. So it's a very good start for me. I really enjoyed the session, but I want to really get into more. So I'm looking forward for further sessions if you're conducting.
Thank you. So do you believe that emotional intelligence should be considered as a very important tool for our counseling purpose?
Yes, I feel it is very important to be considered, especially in this era.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, Sangeeta Rao, please unmute yourself.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. Good evening, everybody. Every class and everything I learn is so exciting. And
thank you. Ma'am, we are not able to listen you are not audible, ma'am. You just check your voice. No, actually, you just log out and log in back. Yeah, Uma Sirkar, please unmute yourself. Yes, Sunita, you can leave. Yeah, no issue.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am. Meenu, ma'am, boliye.
Yeah. Sir, because this is like 15 onwards, you have told us that we can use this tool. So it can be used on the entire adult population, right?
Yes. You're right.
Like any age group up to 60s, 70s, right?
16 onwards, 16 also and 16 onwards. Yes.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Welcome. Yes, Swapna, please unmute yourself.
Okay, sir. Thanks a lot. Actually, we are learning a lot from you because now what we are feeling, we are not at all a psychologist. You are a very good listener to us, and you are having a lot of patience. Each and every workshop, wonderful and excellent. Still waiting for more. That's what we want from you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for appreciation. I will just suggest one thing. Whenever you are having any counseling session with anyone, use this tool first so that you can know everything.
Definitely. Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome. Yeah, anyone? Yes. Please unmute yourself.
Good evening, sir. Uma here.
Yes, yes.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you so much for all these information, sir. It is very insightful. A lot of things we are learning every single day. So thank you so much. I would like to ask one question.
Yes,
like today we have done this test on emotional intelligence, emotional quotient, EQ. So how long it is valid? Like if I want to take the test once again, so should I wait for certain duration and then take it, or how it is?
If you want to take retest for yourself, so take minimum 30 days time.
Okay.
Because minimum 30 days time is required to make any change.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. And in case there is any change in the questionnaire in the future,
if in future, I don't think for next 2-3 years there will be any change. But if any change will happen there, so I will try to conduct such kind of event again.
Okay. Thank you.
Because it is very latest, very latest module. So we have less chances for next 10 years.
10 years. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
and we are looking forward for many such workshops.
So thank you for nice appreciation.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah, it's a very nice session. It's a wonderful session.
Thank you.
And we as a psychologist, now we know the scoring. And if we want to take again, now we know that C and A's are twos. So it's honestly better to work out on the areas where our attitude has to be changed instead of giving just twos or something like, because now we know as a scorer, we know that some A's and some C's are having 2 marks.
Very nice. Yeah, true, man. If
so,
you are able
so
to guess these
genuinely,
things,
yeah.
Yes, please,
Genuinely
continue.
we should work on those areas where we are getting zeros and ones to better ourselves.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Yes, Kusum, ma'am, please unmute yourself.
Okay, so I will just quickly tell you, sir. So maybe because I had to log out.
Okay.
Absolutely very grateful for all the learning that's been happening, sir. I am so happy that I could, I came across you and then I get a chance to learn so much. Looking forward to learning so much more. This seems to be like a big ocean, so that but anyway, today's workshop was just amazing. So much we discovered about yourself. As I was marking, I was very, surprised that I'm scoring and scoring and scoring. It was a very positive feeling. Thank you so much. God bless.
So,
Thank you so much.
Might be next week or within next 15 days, workshop will be on IQ, intelligence question.
Okay. The dreams interpretation also we're looking forward
to. Everything will be provided because I can't give you original text. So I have to make such kind of PDFs.
No problem, sir. We'll all be very patiently waiting.
These are original. Okay, Dinah, please unmute yourself.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
So it was really a wonderful experience with you, and I really feel you're an angel for us, sir. And I hope everybody agrees that. Because there are so many things coming up on Facebook and online. But I think I've made a right decision and selecting as you as my guru, and I'm learning so much, sir. It's not my field, but still I'm learning so much from you and finding to be myself as a better person in future also and even now, and looking forward to learn more from you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Mr. Vedival, please unmute yourself. I want to listen to you.
evening all.
Good evening.
Actually, it's great pleasure to learn from you because I have come across with various psychological workshops in this pandemic. But I can feel that the content as well as the delivery of your session is more easier for us to grasp and work it on our practices, because most workshops are just a one-way delivery. So they will just deliver the content and they will go off with the certificates. But I'm experienced the practice of psychological tools as well as the sessions from your session. It's great honor for me to be a learner from your particular team. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And for this workshop, certificate will not have any written word of online session. So you can use this in the form of offline because you are doing everything. Okay, thank you so much. Kusum ma'am, please, Kusum Dogra, please unmute yourself.
Yes, sir. I have attended all your workshops.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
But this workshop has surpassed all. We have learned a lot from this workshop. It has surpassed all. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I'm listening.
Hello?
I'm listening, ma'am. I'm listening.
Thank you so much. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Thank you so
for
much.
giving us, for teaching us so much. Thank you
ma'am.
once again. Thank you.
Yeah, Mithun, please unmute yourself.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you so much, sir, for the very wonderful and informative session. I could learn very much from you, and I'm waiting for more and more sessions, especially your teaching methods and all. Very interesting. It is usually very easy to grasp everything, especially practical oriented sessions. I
Thank
like
you so
very much.
much.
And thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
You. Thank you so much. Yes, Rajni, please unmute yourself. Yeah, Pradeep J, just wait. I'm coming to you.
Hello, am I audible, sir?
Yes, yes, audible.
Sir, I wanted to know whether this emotional intelligence can be used for ADHD student.
For?
ADHD student.
Yeah, this is applicable for everyone. Actually, for ADHD and PTSD, we should use this especially.
Sir, there is a case in my school. The boy is very intelligent, but he is ADHD. So wanted to know about his emotional intelligence.
Yes, it is. I would like to suggest one should always conduct this tool first before starting any kind of counseling. At least we are able to know where is the problem. And this is applicable for autism also if they can read, only then.
Okay, so autistic children, they should not be executed?
No, if autistic children are not able to read or understand the question, then it will become useless. But if that child is able to read or understand the question, that it is highly useful. At least you will come to know about his or her emotion in different relations. That will be good for therapy.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, Mr.
The student should be above 16 years, no, sir?
Yeah, his age should be 15 above, not 15, 16 onwards. But what I think I was discussing, I was in a panel. I would like to share one thing. I was in a panel. In that panel, I was discussing about one issue. Now, Supreme Court is planning to reduce the age of maturity. Earlier, we used to say that under 18 should not be treated like the proper criminal. But no, you know, everyone is able to understand that now maturity is becoming little faster because of availability of media and net and accessibility of knowledgeable material. So we were having discussion there, and I was having this discussion in the panel. Can we use this inventory for 14 plus? So, you know, 70% psychiatrists and psychologists were in the agreement we can use it for 14 plus, because now generally we say that 18 is the major age of maturity, but around you can see you can see people are getting mature within the age of 14. So in many cases, to guess the level of emotional intelligence, not to make a report, but for your personal use of counseling, you can use for 14, 15 also. But as a scientific report word, you can use it for 16 onwards. Yeah, please send me your scores on the WhatsApp group, but scores should be 5, total and 4. Yes, so Mr. Pradeep J. Atwal, I want to listen.
Firstly, I have to thank you for giving such a wonderful session, and from non-stop 2 hours hours you are talking and we are also listening, and you will answer each one of our query. And hats off to your energy and everything. And I'm extremely happy about all the workshops. I have attended all the graphology workshop and everything. And big thank you from my side, sir. And I had the similar question which Mrs. Rajni had asked regarding the ADHD student and other regarding the age as well. And I am happy with the answer. I got the answer from you.
Thank you.
Thank you about it.
Thank you so much. Yes, Diana, you are saying something.
Yes, sir. Well, last note, just one sentence I wanted to say actually, because as a graphologist or graphotherapist, whatever profession we are, I think we need to follow you as a role model with that smile, with that patience. Yes, sir, because the world has to really learn from such kind of, we have to have role models in our life. And we really, I feel so glad to have you because patience is the most important thing that one should always have. And sir, the thing that I wanted to say is, I just missed the 15-minute session in the beginning. So I couldn't for what purpose do we use this scale? I was not bit clear about it.
That is in my laptop. In the evening, I will send it because
are we going to get the video, sir? Video? Are we going to get the
recording? Yes, actually, we are providing recording also, but it will take 5-6 days for editing. Then recording also will be circulated. Like after 3-4 days, we are circulating recordings of graphology. Similarly, it will be circulated.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
And then PPT material also I will provide late evening. Actually, already it is evening that need editing. Okay.
Okay, sir. No problem.
Yes, Sangeeta, please unmute yourself.
Hello, sir.
Hello. I think
yes. Yeah, I liked and enjoyed all the classes of yours, and I would like to know when is that you're going to conduct the IQ workshop, and how will we come to know about it? In which group are you going to give the information?
Okay, I request to Mr. Shivan, please share the link of IPSTCR group 1 or group 2 here. So actually in WhatsApp, we have three permanent groups: IPSTCR1, IPSTCR2, IPSTCR3. These groups are for general information for all upcoming events and sharing many materials which are free for everyone. Okay, so you can join any one group there. So Mr. Shivan, IPSTCR group 3 is having lesser candidates, so you can share the link in the chat box at Zoom. I request to this. So you can join that group, but already I request one more thing. If already you are in any one, IPSTCR 1, 2, 3, any one group, so don't join other group because one group is more than enough for all information.
Yes. No, we are not there. I'm in graphology group actually. And
okay. So we will share in graphology group and you can take it from there.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Vedival. Yes, I think someone is raising it. Yeah, Vandita V. Chatpale. Please unmute yourself.
So just now I spoke to you, sir. I'm Vandita. Just now I spoke to you. I asked about IQ.
So thank you so much.
You said you'll be sharing.
Yes, Diana, say.
So when is the next graphology 6 and Mandala session, sir?
Mandala will be on Sunday, but I have to set time and I'm going to give you one surprise just now.
Okay, sir.
Just a minute. Let me have that surprise. Actually, Sunday I was planning to have the last session of Mandala, but I got an offer for all of you from Mano Samvad and time is clashing. So I would like to change my timing that day. And that is for gratitude therapy. Sunday, 27th June, 5 p.m. in the evening. So Mandala, I will have either on Sunday or Monday. Let me decide today evening. But try to join this workshop. This is very wonderful workshop. I'm going to share this in the group. Please check it.
Gratitude, sir. Gratitude.
Yeah, gratitude therapy.
Okay, sir.
So you all can join this gratitude therapy session. I have circulated in Mangal's group of WhatsApp. So that's why either I have to change the date or I have to change the time, and this is very important. So I have circulated in EI group of Mangal. You can fill your registration form there.
So it's going to be combined, Mangal and gratitude together?
No, no, no. What I'm saying, in Mangal's group, I have circulated registration of gratitude therapy.
Okay, okay.
Got it now? And I think they are not charging anything. Let me check it. Yeah, they are not charging anything. It is free.
Okay, sir, no problem. Thank you, sir.
So thank you so much for everyone. Thank you, Mr. Shivank. You are really very big hand for me for all of it. And thank you for all of you. You are in continuous support every time, every day. And patiently you are attending and listening everything and appreciating. Thank you so much. For certificate, at least you have to wait till Monday because already we are in the queue of many events. Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a nice day and use this tool always before starting off any counseling session. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.